Hello, everyone. I am Brittany, the Cosmic Lunar Soul. Welcome to my channel. We are going to get started with our community poll. This is just going to be a reflection from the Shaman Stream Oracle of the week behind. So I'm going to get the cards all shuffled. As I shuffle the cards, just focus on your week behind, the energies that are around you, what it is you want to focus on. Let's get this deck all shuffled up. Excuse me for my little cough. Swallowed some water wrong. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. What kind of energies are around us right now? What is it that we need to know? What should we focus on and reflect on from the week behind us? All right. So our first card, we have Empty Well. This is time to replenish. So now that we are going into the weekend, if you were one to pack your weekends full of stuff, if you like to stay busy all the time, you might want to reconsider. Maybe this is a better time to sit back, relax, replenish yourself, focus on rejuvenation, letting your mind rest, letting your body rest, whatever it is you need to do. So think of it this way. Right now you have an empty well. What do you need to do to make sure it fills back up throughout this weekend? Let's see what else we have for the community. Let's see. We have Lost in Space, needing direction. So if you have been feeling fairly burnt out, needing to feel like you need to replenish, it's probably leading to feeling also no, not leading to, but it's exacerbating feeling like you're lost or aimless, feeling like you're not going in any specific direction, or at least not in the direction that feels right. So this is a time to reflect, and I love this light here shining above this lady's forehead, where you feel like opening up that third eye or looking inward and feeling more enlightened, being able to find that path, that focus that you're looking for, that you might be lacking right now. And that's all gonna happen by giving yourself time to rest and be still. Let's see, the last card. Fortune's Wheel, luck in the right timing. So I feel like if you take the time to rest, if you take the time to basically reset, refocus, reorient yourself, that's going to really lead to some fortunate things for you. So if you've been feeling sort of stagnant or like you're in a little bit of a rut, doing this will really help. So this is like saying, okay, you're getting this message at the right time. You just need to apply it now. Apply it because the time is now to do these things. And look at these like sunbeams in both of these cards. It's like this gleam of light that is just finally shining upon you, but you need to rest in order to be able to notice that. If you're going a million miles per hour, you're going to breeze right by it and not even notice the opportunities that are coming towards you. So that is what the Oracle says. Let's see what the Cat Tarot says about the energies around us. So this is a new deck that I got. I did a flip through. It should be up next week if you're watching this live. Hi, Facebook user. Let me know who you are. Here's a link so I can see your pretty username. Oh, hi, Heather. Just finishing up the community read. All right. Let's see what the Cat Tarot has for us. All reversed, but not all bad. So we have Judgment in reverse. This just emphasizes the need to sit still for a little bit, refocus, because this end supports the lost in space needing direction, because judgment is saying that you're kind of wandering off the beaten path and not in a good way, in a way where you're now wandering aimlessly. Hi, Truth. How are you doing? Just finishing up the community read. But the thing is, with the Five of Swords, is you're starting to figure or notice that, okay, I'm being worn down, I'm being beaten down, um, but what do what do I need to let go of? What is it I need to do in order to get my mind right? And I think a lot of that too, if you're having troubles, with friendships or just the relationships around you, this Three of Cups in reverse is saying like a lot of that stuff is toxic. You need to release that because it's not weighing on you mentally very well. So, you know, just make sure if we're focusing on these cards as the overarching themes, right? Your goal is to find some luck by getting on the right path and giving yourself time to rest in order to do that. And the Five of Swords in the heart of all of this, or Five of Swords in reverse, rather, is saying, hey, your mental health is important. You're feeling worn down and you need to give yourself time to reorient yourself. All right. So that was the community read. Let me know if that resonated with you guys. This is my Shaman's Dream Oracle. And this is my new deck, the Cat Tarot deck. Alrighty, guys. If you are new to my live stream, I am Brittany. Welcome. Make sure you use, there it is, !join to enter the queue. And when I call you, I will ask you to state your question. So if you've already stated your question, I'm going to ask you to do it again because I am not scrolling up. But I do have a Facebook user here. So my Facebook users get precedence, and then tips get precedence, and then everybody else in the comments. So Heather, go ahead and let me know if you have a question. If you're just hanging out, that is totally fine. Just let me know. Hi. If you're joining, make sure you use !join kind of like in its own comment by itself, because sometimes Streamlabs gets a little wonky. I hope you guys are having a good Friday. Mine was a little weird. I feel like that full moon energy is starting to affect people. But hi NC, hi Dottie, welcome to the queue. Welcome. Truth, I'm glad you're doing well. I am doing all right. Happy for the weekend. I have some birthday stuff that I have coming up tomorrow, so that'll be fun, even though it's gonna be a rainy day. All right, so up first we have Truth. Go ahead, put your question in the chat. Redo, try that again without anything else in there, because it looks like the high got in the way. All right. Hello. All right, you want to know if you'll hear from JP soon. So just a reminder, everyone, I do one card pulls from my questions, and I do multi-card pulls from any tips. Oops. Oh, goodness. Butterfingers. There we go. All right. So, Truth, you just want to know if you hear from JP soon. Bradley, yeah, that's cool. Feel free to listen to some fun readings. Thanks for joining. Kate, make sure you use !join. All right. Will you hear from JP soon? Will you hear from JP soon? Let's see, Truth. No, I don't think so. Magician upright. And I think this is like not at all, not a not soon thing. It's just not at all. At least it's not with the energies that are currently going on. So the magician in reverse is like the opposite of manifestations happening. You know, basically nothing is going on, and you're having I don't know if there's a word for opposite of manifestation, but like, you know, it's like things are being misdirected, like the energies are being misdirected. So you guys just aren't on the same page. You're not crossing paths, that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't think this is gonna happen, at least not right now. If something happens where, like a friend of a friend or whatever, your circle starts to mesh up somehow, then I would reassess and re-ask. But for now, I feel like this is since it's more so like misdirected energy, I would say that it's probably just not right now. Um, the magician is definitely a card of like empowerment and manifestation. There's like affecting change, but in reverse, it just seems like that energy is topsy-turvy. So something has to happen. So it could easily turn into a never, but I feel like the way that I'm looking at this is a not right now. Yeah. You're welcome. Ooh. Hey, welcome to the Q Thello? Theo. Theo. Oh, Thello and Theo. Oh goodness. You guys are testing my ability to read today. Grace OD. Let's see. I think that might be you, Dottie. Yeah, it is. Sometimes that's so weird that it pops up that way. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. Let's see if your boyfriend, excuse me, slept with anybody else while you guys were in a relationship. Let's see. Did Dottie's boyfriend sleep with anyone else while in a relationship with them? So make sure you guys are not putting your questions in the chat ahead of time, because I'm just going to ask you again, because scrolling up is difficult to do while slinging cards. But so excuse me, guys, my voice today is like crazy. But so in regards to this, Dottie, I would say that yeah, there was definitely something going on. The Seven of Wands is it's a card of conflict, but like not just conflict, like people are coming at you, more so like obstacles and being uh fought at every step of the way, that kind of thing. So I feel like within the relationship, that was just probably one of the many things. And there's probably more than one person, so I don't know that it was necessarily with like one person that they're building like this connection with, but it was more so multiple people that they were just hitting and quitting kind of thing. Sorry about my phone. But yeah, Seven of Wands is all about challenges, so there was definitely something going on, unfortunately. Oof, I hate giving news like that. Let me mute this. Goodness. Natalie, the list thing does not work, but I can read off the list. I actually probably should, so that way if you guys don't hear your names, then you know. Excuse me. Up next, we have NC, followed by Ritu, Kate, Fellow, then Theo, and then Miss Lovely. You're welcome, Dottie. Theo, please don't put your question ahead of time because I'm just gonna ask you again. Um, let's see. NC, there you are. Let's see. Where are you guys gonna be in a year? Let's see, NC. Where NC and S's relationship gonna be in a year? Where will their relationship be in a year? Ooh, interesting drop there. Huh, look who came back, but in upright. Hey, thank you for listening, Sil. Sil is one of my tarot buddies. She does some live streams with me. So if you enjoy tarot and want to see more flip throughs and reviews and stuff, you can go ahead and check out her channel. So you got the Magician. I think that means some really fun things are happening. So within the year, and it'd be interesting to see like a full spread of this, but just alone, there's like this power that's growing with the relationship. Oh man, Natalie, sorry. That does not work either. But I don't think I see you in the queue. Use exclamation point join. So NC, there's like whatever growth or energy you're putting into the relationship, it's gonna really facilitate change and growth and just building up of the relationship. There's like this power that the Magician has, and there's this balance the Magician has, and there's this control as well, kind of being in tune with all of the different elements. Being in tune, it encompasses all of the different suits. So I really see your relationship growing very, very positively in the next year to come. And I just feel like there's just empowerment that you get out of being in it. So, and look at this cute little kitty upright. Oh, and another thing I kind of see by looking at the picture, I feel like maybe there's something brewing, something a little more deep and intense in the relationship that's going to be building. You're going to be building up to next year. Hi, thank you for the subscribe. I didn't know I even had that feature. Heather, no, I did not get it. So if it came through, can you send it again for me? Sometimes Facebook is like that. Yeah, you're welcome. Let's see. Let me make sure you got in the queue, Natalie. Try that one more time. Sorry, Streamlabs is very weird, but I did see that you subscribed, so that's cool. Okay, got you, Match Wins. You guys will have to let me know how you're liking the cat tarot. It's so fun. Oh, okay. You might be coming up as Miss Lovely then. Streamlabs does this like weird thing where it's like, oh, did you change your name recently? Well, I am not going to recognize your name change. Thank you. It's like, I have the Everyday Witch Tarot, which has cats in it, but I love that this is like cat themed, So Natalie, since you went ahead and subscribed to my Twitch, why don't I get you in there? And then Heather, oh wait, there's Heather. So I'm gonna get you up next after Heather. So let's see. Ooh, you have an X popping in an unusual way. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. What are those intentions? All right, got that shuffled. Let's do an oracle card for you. So Heather is one of my members, so she is getting a more in-depth reading. If you're curious about my membership, my information is in the description of this video. Gives you priority in my queue and deeper readings and monthly readings. All right, let's see what the oracle says for overall. Ooh, cosmic womb, divine feminine. Okay, I'm curious what the tarot says. Let's see, one more shuffle and then let's get to pulling. There we go. So I feel like this person is coming into your life, but I think that it is more, let me scoot these up actually. I think it's going to be more fun than anything. Like it's just more of a reconnection than a deeper connection, if that makes sense. So the Page of Wands is both grounded, but then also has this like sort of passion and fire, which makes sense because he's an ex, right? But there's this groundedness and also there's this studiousness about the page. So I feel like it's just maybe just trying to reconnect. The Chariot in reverse, I feel like, you know, they're not trying to get anything to go anywhere. um there's still like a strength in the Chariot even in reverse, but there's no forward movement. It's not like, you know, upright, I would be like, oh, maybe he's like rushing into wanting to pull you back in, but in reverse it's more so just like, oh, okay, you know, there's that reconnection that is happening, but not in any kind of like romantic way. Sometimes in reverse I'd be careful that there's like this level of arrogance, but considering it only worries me in the sense of this Queen of Wands in reverse, but I feel like that's more so you and maybe they are the Page of Wands. So I wouldn't really, you know, take in any kind of way in regard to him. But this I feel like is possibly your energy. The Queen of Swords in reverse, and there's like a sort of coldness and um oh, and Natalie, this is Heather's reading, but if you resonate with some of it, that's fine too. Just to make sure that you weren't confused. But there's a little bit of a coldness, maybe a little bit of arrogance that is going on with the Queen of Wands, and not necessarily intentionally. It could have a lot to do with whatever your background was, however you left things off. But what I like is this cosmic womb, this divine feminine, right? So, you know, it's okay to feel whatever you're feeling about it, kind of feeling some kind of way. But I don't think the intentions from his view are anything to worry about. So if that allows you, you can flip this upright, right? You can change that energy around. You don't have to be so guarded. You don't have to be so defensive, and just keep things casual and, you know, keep things just friendly, because you don't have to worry about anything like, you know, him trying to get one over or, you know, anything like that. But I think that overall you should be fine, and if that helps, you can totally let your guard down just a little. I know how you are, so I'm not telling you to like open the floodgates or anything like that, but flipping this Queen of Swords energy a bit was probably a good idea, so that way you can kind of just talk, and there's like it might open you up to being able to bounce just life advice off of each other if you guys had that kind of relationship. Because the Queen of Swords is like a really wise but intuitive queen, so in reverse is a little more standoffish. So yeah, you know, it depends. This one is totally up to you. That's your thing. That's whatever you want to make of it. But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I don't think it's anything bad. I think just probably general. I'm gonna use a bad pun, so sorry for my dad jokes, but you know, curiosity killed the cat kind of thing. Oh, and this card's so hard to see. It's like a passed out card, but here's your cosmic womb. I know you like to take note of your cards. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get my new subscriber, and then we will get back to the main list. So I have up Natalie, and then I'm going to read the queue. I have Ritu, Kate, Thalo, Theo, Miss Lovely is Natalie. So I'm going to go ahead and put that out now. And then Match wins. Match wins. Yes, I said it right. You're welcome, Heather. I'm always suspicious when like people come back into my life and I'm like, what do you want? But I'm suspicious of people, like it's my nature. All right, so let's see, Natalie. You want to know if your husband, you and your husband are going to overcome, oh, some black magic put on you. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Heather. Yes, everybody should become a member and get more in-depth readings. Let's see what we have here. If you guys are going to overcome this. For your oracle card, yeah, I'm just going to keep it general. I'll ask that question and then maybe change it up for the tarot. Let's see. See what the oracle has for us. Ooh, lost compass, getting back to integrity. Okay. This, whatever is being done to you guys must be making you guys just feel lost in the sauce right now. So I think that we'll see what the cards say. I'll try not to lead on too much, but let's see. I think, you know, things that are lost can always be found. So I feel like you guys can definitely overcome this, but let's see the details of the tarot. Oops, there we go. All right, so this is definitely going to be a long process, but I think you can do it. It's just, I don't know that the first or second time is really going to do it for you. So overall, I want to say yes, because we have this 10 of Wands here. This 10 of Wands is saying like, hey, you've reached the end of your journey. You've accomplished whatever you want to accomplish, but you are worn the F down because of it. So it's like, okay, I got it done, but I'm tired as hell now. So I feel like this is a sign that it's probably going to take a little more than just, you know, maybe one or two things. It's going to take an actual amount of time to more or less break whatever it is that she did to you guys. So we have the 3 of Wands in reverse. This is this energy, this lost compass. So upright, this would be more about focus and moving forward and making plans and stuff like that. But in reverse, it's saying like you're still scattered. So I think that this is saying that you need to find a way to pull yourselves together, and maybe that's a hint to the type of spell work that you want to do. And I wonder too, with this High Priestess, I don't know if you guys have tried to use more divinatory methods previously, or more like psychic attacks, I'll call it, but I don't think that's going to work in this regard. It seems like that's not the way to do it. So I feel like with this being scattered, I don't know how you guys have been trying to manage this, but I feel like if with the scattering, I think if you focus on pulling yourselves together, focus on like the what's that phrase? Like healing from within, that kind of thing, where you pull yourselves together as a unit and it's like you radiate out what you want to get back. I think that would be a really good method of shielding and protecting you guys from whatever is really going on. Let's see, what else? Oh, I will say too, I don't know if you guys have been doing this alone or if you've reached out to people to do things for you on your behalf. I would be weary of that because I feel like, and not that they're trying to get one over or anything like that. Actually, I will plug that. If people are reaching out to you saying that they'll help you and you're like, it's okay, you reached out. Good. Because I was going to say, if anybody's reaching out and kind of like unsolicited advice, then I would be wary of that. But I think that this might be something that you two have to do together, but that's not to say that you can't reach out for advice. But what's it's going back to where I'm saying, like, you have to radiate that energy, right? It's hard for other people to put you back together. Does that make sense? So if you can reach out for advice on what to do, the next steps and stuff like that. But if you dabble in witchcraft, if you set up wards and amulets and stuff like that, I recommend you doing that versus purchasing the services from other people. And I don't mean it to mean like don't do it at all. Just maybe reach out and do your stuff as well. Combine the two so you're like coming from like two fronts, you know? So that way you're releasing some of this energy that's happening to yourselves. And then of course, my unsolicited witchy advice that I said to not accept from people if they reach out is to make sure you cleanse your space, cleanse yourselves, set up wards, amulets, and shielding if you know how to do that. Oh no, my kitty cat is here. Yeah, the 10 of Wands is really what solidifies me to believe that you guys can definitely do this. And it's also what solidifies like this is the hard work that you have to put in, and it's you guys that have to do it, So you're gonna get through it. You're gonna be tired for having done it, but you will have accomplished it as well. Right, Luna? Yes, that's right. All right. Well, I believe in you. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Thank you for subscribing. All right, guys, we are back to our regular list. Ritu, you are up next. Go ahead, put your question in the chat. And then we have Kate, Theo, and the match wins. You're welcome. Hope is like literally half the battle. So I feel like you guys got it. For sure. Oh my gosh, excuse me. For sure, come back and let me know how it goes, or at least the progress, because I'm sure you'll start to feel it eventually. Sorry in advance, my shuffling is going to be crazy because I have a kitty on my lap. Right, Luna? Yeah. Yes, I know. All right, let's go on to Kate. Luna's like, how dare I give attention to anyone but her? I'm going to move these over so I can make some room for this. All right, going through the queue, we have Philo, if you're still hanging out over on Twitch. Hi, Jada. Oh, there you are, Kate. Thanks for joining. Oh, hi, Caitlin. Nice to meet you. Let's see. What are the energies around your life right now? Okay, I guess this one. You have the devil, so I feel like you have a lot of. Hold on. It's so ambiguous. It's a hard question to do with just one card. You have some conflicting energy going on around you. So there's this side of you that wants to be all, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And then this other side that is like wanting to find balance and like nurturing and kind of tapping into that like femininity, but is not able to. So, with the devil, I feel like there's some things that you are not able to let go of. There's just like this air of not not code I don't want to use addiction. That's like a harsh word, but things that you have become reliant on in your life that you know that probably don't serve you as well as they should. And because of that, you end up focusing on the wrong things. You end up focusing on things that are not the best for you. And for example, what I mean by that is like, when you should be maybe nurturing yourself and your loved ones and the good things in your life, instead you're nurturing and fueling the things that are not facilitating good mental health or physical health, that kind of thing. And maybe that has also affected how you interact with people. So I feel like, if you're in this transitional state, I don't know if you are or if you recognize it or not, but maybe introduce some small things that make you feel connected in a good way. So this could be like hobbies, or travel, or reconnecting with people, that kind of thing. I mean, gardening, stuff like that. Things that bring you joy, but also bring you wellness as well, because some things can bring you joy, but they're not good for you. um, but I think also, if you feel like you need to nurture relationships, make sure you're doing it in a healthy way. So, another thing the devil warns about is being too codependent or too reliant on people instead of yourself. So, that's just another warning that I see. I think that these are all doable things. And if you can, I love saying this, if you can switch this energy around, I think that will be beneficial. Start to find the freedoms and ways to release things that no longer serve you, so that way you can start to nurture yourself. So I hope that helps you, Caitlin. Oh, so wrong one. Yeah, totally welcome. All right, up next we have Theo. If you are hanging out, there we go. And then last in the queue, I have the Matchwings and Jada. And I'm going to go ahead and close the queue because I have kind of a hard stop at 8. All right, Philo, let's see. What are G's intentions? Let's see. What are G's intentions? G's intentions. Theo, I know you're gonna be right up after Thelo. The names are so close. um, I'd be a little weary of their intentions. So actually, looking at the bottom of the deck, you have the 3 of Cups. You know what? It's hard with one card, so sometimes I like to double check when that doesn't, like, when I feel like I'm not quite saying the right thing. I think that this person wants to be friends, be part of the friend group, get to know you better, and just might be going about it in a really awkward way. So I feel like that's where this death card is coming about, where um like, this person is trying to make some changes, so that way they can be part of the circle, but it comes off really strange, maybe, or really hard to understand, really confusing. So I don't think it's malicious. I think it just might be an awkwardness based off of this 3 of Cups, because the 3 of Cups is really like the card of friendships and building circles and like communities. So, and building those emotional bonds between those people. well, that would certainly make it awkward. So maybe they themselves is not awkward, but the situation between you guys is awkward. And there's like a difficulty to let go of whatever happened in the past in order to move forward in the future. So I don't think there's anything malicious. I think there's just a um mm, it's like a battle that's happening where you got to let go of the past in order to make way for the future, but it's hard to do, especially if you guys it depends how difficult or rough or whatever the fight was, but I think this person just wants to be friends. But if you guys have, history or something like that, I think that it is difficult. But as I like to say, if you could switch that energy around, find ways to transition from that old um find ways to transition from that old state into the current state, ways to leave that stuff behind so you can transform whatever it was you guys were before into a nice, solid, cohesive group. So I think ultimately the goal is to become a cohesive unit, but not just with you, just with everybody in general. So I don't know if in the past you guys' falling out also affected the friends group as well. And I think they are probably just missing that, but don't know how to do it and how to make that reconnection in a way that's not slightly suspicious, but I don't think it's intentional. All right, Theo, thank you for being patient. Let's see if Akis, hopefully I said that right. Oh, thank you, Thela. Thank you for hanging out and being patient. I hope that helps, and I wish you guys good luck with the friendship. All right, Thelo, is Akis thinking of you? Oh, cool. I got it right. Three of Wands. Yes, they are thinking about you, and um, the wands is a lot of fire energy, so I think that if they haven't reached out, they might reach out fairly soon. They might just be waiting for the right time. The three of wands is, I try not to throw like planning into things too much, but wands is all about hours to days. So I would say in maybe a few days, or you might see some like communication between them. And it doesn't necessarily need to be in the way of like talking. It could just be like maybe a like on Facebook or Instagram or whatever you kids are using nowadays, the Snapchats. um but I think they are looking to explore some sort of way to reach out and connect with you going forward. I just don't know that they fully done it, like come to what conclusion they're going to do it yet. So that's the joys of the future. It's nebulous, so it's exciting and curious, and I guess you'll find out soon what it is that they are thinking of. But here is this card. He has I think this is a little Scottish fold with his little folded ears. So cute. All right, the match wins. Go ahead, put your question in the chat. I hope that helps, Theo. I have the match wins up now, and then Jada, you will be my last one of the night. All right, Jada, if the match wins comes in during your reading, that's fine. Jada, go ahead, put your question in the chat if you are still hanging out. Goodness, my friend is having such bad luck. Both of her car windows just like went out, the mechanism to roll them up and down. All right. Let's see, Jada. Will Elijah make it up to you for missing your date? Ace of Cups. You know what? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's really much emotional starter that is happening, and I don't know what the reason behind that is. I feel like maybe, they think that, so the underside of the deck, I try to do this for you guys, sometimes when I do these one card pulls. But the Ace of Cups is usually the card of like new relationships, new starts, blah blah blah. But in reverse, it's actually like delays. And in regard to your question, I feel like, this is a delay that doesn't necessarily, yeah, it's just like, and what's interesting here with this King of Cups is it's fighting this Ace of Cups in a kind of way, but this is also like a shadow card. So I feel like this is like saying, hey, this person comes up as suave and intelligent and emotionally connected, but then does this Ace of Cups energy where it just goes to you or stands you up or just says one thing, but the actions are not, they're not following through with the words. So and I would say that even if they tried to reach out, I don't think it would make up for the date. So whatever happens next, I feel like they might try to pretend to be making up for it, but I don't really think it's, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think it's gonna be anything that garners any kind of respect. It was that is very hurtful. And if he, didn't have the dignity to at least say, hey, I had this emergency or explain or something like that. And I mean, by the sounds of it, it's been a day. So at least. So yeah, I don't think that there's really much of anything that he can say to make up for it. I think he'll probably try to pull the Playboy kind of stuff and, be like, hey, I'm so sorry, but not have any validity behind the sorry. Match wins. What do you mean in regards to this? Like, what's going on in what way? Like, are you asking about their well-being? Are you asking if they exist? Just let me know. But Jada, I'm sorry that happened to you. No one deserves to be stood up like that. Sorry, guys. You're welcome. Okay, so you want to know what's on the Virgo's mind about you. Let's see. Five of Pentacles. I don't know if they're thinking much on you. I think they're dealing with some other stuff right now. They Five of Pentacles is about feeling a little lost and lonely, feeling a little downtrodden, dealing with like poverty, that kind of thing. I don't think I feel like they have some issues happening in their day-to-day life that is driving them to this Five of Pentacles energy, that this is what they're going through. I don't know that they have any bandwidth to think much of anything about you in any realistic capacity, if that makes sense. So if the Virgo is your friend, I would reach out to them and just try to be their friend during this time. If you don't know them very well, let them go through whatever it is they are going through, and then maybe, try to reach out. I don't know how deep the connection is between you and the Virgo, but I feel like maybe they're dealing with loss within their close unit, like their inner circle, dealing with the loss of friends or a close loved one or something like that. So I think that if you care for this person, reach out to them. If you don't really know them very well, just let them go through their thing. Yeah, I think that she's going through something. So if she's your friend, I think that you're fine. Especially there, at the bottom of this was the 3 of Cups. I think you guys are fine. I just don't think that um I just think that she's not in a position where she feels like, what's a good word to put it? I don't want to sound so bleak, but the 5 of Pentacles at its core is really about feeling a little lost, and like you've lost things and you don't have people to reach out to, but really you do. It's just that you don't realize it within the grief or stress of whatever that situation is that you're dealing with. So maybe what you can do as her friend is reach out to her and let her know, like, hey, you're here as a resource, you're here as a shoulder to lean on, or something like that. Because I think that she's just feeling a little alone. Okay, guys, I do have to hop off of here. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're so welcome. Matchwinds, thanks for joining me today. Thank you for letting me use my Cats Rule the Earth tarot. If you enjoyed these readings, oh my gosh, excuse me. If you enjoyed these readings, make sure you like this video, hit the subscribe button, all of that jazz. And I will catch you next Friday. I'll make sure to keep you guys updated on my holiday plans, but I think I should be good with Friday live streams for now until the beginning of the year. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you. Thank you, Bradley. Thank you for listening in, Scylla and Bradley and everybody else who's just hanging out and lurking. I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys on the gram or Amino or wherever else that I am.